found a way to get here. You're needed for once. Couldn't sleep?
Every time I fall asleep, I wake up in GH and find out my daughter is gone. And then when I open my eyes, I realize the nightmare I'm actually in, which is that Eva is blaming me for everything.
Christina came at me. I grabbed her arm to fend her off, but there was nothing I could do. She wanted one thing, and that one thing being to kill me.
And you inferred this how? From her actions, her behaviors?
I didn't have to infer anything. She screamed it over and over. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna bury our daughter?
Together.
Hey, if you're looking for Eva, she isn't here.
And if there's any justice, she never will be again. She'll be behind bars.
I wouldn't bet on it.
You know, Ava, it's really interesting. I've been over your transcript from the original interview that you gave with the PCPD, and not once did you mention that Christina threatened to kill you. I was in shock. My memory was a mess. I forgot. Don't you just remember?
It happens quite often, but you know that.
I'm sorry, is Ava your client now? I only asked because you seem to be speaking for her.
Ava is my witness. In an ongoing RICO investigation into a local organized crime boss who seems to be operating, quite freely it seems, right under your nose.
I would like to know whether Ava's official counsel has agreed to this cooperation.
Well, if you can find Scott, feel free to ask him.
Where's Scott Morgan?
Ask Jason Morgan.
Any word on the pharmacist?
Safely relocated to the island.
He knows what's good for him.
Well, he knows he'll live a long, healthy life under your protection and off of Kate's radar.
And we're gonna have to deal with the man who paid him, Valentine Cassidy.
First, we gotta find him.
We're gonna have to find him. We just use the right bait, he'll come like a little doggy.
What bait?
Not what. Who? And at the bank.
TJ, did you see Stella's text? Family's on the way.
They're early.
Which means on time.
Is it possible to want something and dread it at the same time?
Definitely.
My mom is the strongest, steadiest person I know, besides you. And I really need her. And I know she'll hug me. And she'll just be here. And I'll feel better. But I cannot stand to look in her eyes today.
I know. Your mom is so strong, you never know if she's hurting or not. But today, it'll all be right there on her face.
And if she can't hide that pain, then that means it's as big and heavy as it feels like it could crush me. Just keep me from ever getting up again.
I know that I should say it won't, but it feels like it might to me too. God, short of medicating ourselves into a stupor, is there anything we can do to make this bearable?
If there were, I'd do it. But I can't think of anything, and I've tried.
Do you think it would help if we stopped thinking of our baby as our baby?
What do you mean?
You tried to tell me this, and you were right. She deserves a name. I think it's time we give her one.
Today is about the funeral. And you and I and Sam and Molly and TJ are going to come together and breathe as a family. And we're going to bury their daughter. All right, so we don't have time to deal with Kate's. In fact, the only person who should be dealing with him is a highly trained therapist at Ferncliff.
You think if Molly and TJ knew what I was going to do, that they would still consider family. I was going to keep my baby girl if she had lived.
Chances of finding Valentine are close to zero. He knows how to disappear and stay that way. We're gonna have to motivate him to show his face.
And you think Anna's the right button to press?
She's his last connection to Portruno.
What about Nina? They were close ones.
He's not gonna involve her. Only Anna and his daughter, and I'm not gonna use a child. Ever.
Okay, so you're assuming that Valentine still cares about Anna.
Yeah, he does. Let me tell you something. If Valentine even thought that she was in any kind of trouble, he'd come running.
I don't like it.
Why would I ask Jason where Scott Baldwin is?
Because Scott's gone. We were supposed to see him yesterday and he never showed.
Need I remind you that punctuality is not one of Scott's strengths?
Maybe not, but I checked with his doorman and he didn't come home last night.
That too is hardly a shock. Some of Scott's favorite activities take place after the streetlights come on.
And his assistant said he missed a meeting this morning and he hasn't been in touch.
Yet. He hasn't been in touch yet. According to Scott's unique way of telling time, he has at least 24 hours before he's considered late for a meeting. Has anybody reached out to Lucy Coe? You know, he might have crashed there.
Or he might be 6 feet under, in a hole Jason Morgan dug for him.
The last time we heard from Scott was last night. He called and said he'd had a run-in with Jason Morgan.
And you're suggesting Jason killed him?
I'm suggesting that Scott is not here, and we haven't been able to get in touch with him, and the last one to reach him, literally, was Jason Morgan. You know, I would be happy to investigate if you didn't think that stepped on the PCPD's toes.
Just to be clear, is it your intention to have Scott be another one of your surprise witnesses in the RICO investigation?
Not at this time.
Well, then it would seem that his disappearance does still fall within my jurisdiction.
I look forward to your able handling of this situation. Keep us apprised of any new developments.
Oh, I will CC you on every report, every email.
You were great. Your statement was word perfect.
Just as you scripted it. And now I'm on the hook for making a false statement. So far, I'm really loving your plan.
Hey, we are in this together, remember, taking Sonny down?
You think antagonizing the police commissioner is the best way to go about that?
I think if it keeps Anna's focus on me and not you, if I keep Anna angry, she's less likely to go through her statement looking for discrepancies.
I certainly don't want any more eyes on me. I imagine Sonny out there circling, waiting.
Don't worry. I'm handling. The only thing Sonny responds to is leverage. And fortunately, I know exactly where to get some.
Christina?
I don't know what's gonna happen, Joss. But I do know that Ava's been in this type of trouble before and come out of it pretty much okay.
Ava's accused of causing a baby's death, but hey, no one's surprised because it's Ava, right? So what if she pushed a pregnant woman through a window and her baby died?
You're acting like if she's already been tried and convicted, we're not sure she's guilty. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, so you're buying the story that Ava's selling? Christina's the one who came after her?
I believe that Ava deserves her day in court, the same as anybody else. That's all. But obviously you don't agree, so what, should we just ignore the court process since you already made up your mind about what happened?
I'm not saying that. In fact, I'm not saying anything.
Giles, you are biting your tongue so hard that you're about to make it bleed because you don't want to say anything that could possibly offend me. But we're best friends, and I don't want you to censor yourself around me.
I despise Ava. You know that.
So you don't like Ava, okay? Lots of people don't. But what's the problem behind the problem?
You.
It is the intention of the undersigned, Christina Corinthos Davis, as biological mother, to maintain sole custody of the child she's carrying and raise the baby with visitation rights extended to the biological father, TJ Ashford, and his legal partner, Molly Lansing Davis. That's pretty clear.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's worthless now.
But it's not meaningless to TJ and Molly.
What do you mean?
You do understand that they are hurting. Just as much as you are, right? So that affidavit would only compound that hurt unnecessarily.
Yes, I know that they're hurting too.
Good. Because the last thing anyone needs in this family is any more hurt. We need to be kind to each other.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Good. Then forget about that. Molly and TJ never need to know what you intended to do.
We'll get through this together.
Oh, we come too early.
I figured you would. Early.
Early is on time.
On time.
We were also hoping to get a little quieter together before we have to head out.
You know, sometimes it does help to take a little time to get yourself ready for all the well-wishers you're gonna see. It can be a lot.
Is there anything we can do for the two of you?
You're here. That says everything.
You're always here.
And between us, we have enough love and strength to get you through this day.
We're counting on it.
We do know how to unite when things are hard.
If, it's okay. I'm gonna make a pot of coffee.
Help yourself.
Better me than your uncle. We need a little stronger than brown water to get through this day.
I don't know what you're talking about. My coffee is good.
Let him make the coffee, sweetheart.
Oops. Shoot, that's cold.
Here it is.
I'm gonna just take care of one quick thing before the funeral.
Oh, why don't I go with you?
I'll be okay. I think it's better if I take care of this alone. Is something wrong?
One small thing is, right?
I know you like Anna.
Costing her that kind of trouble to lure Valentine back could bring the PCPD and the FBI down on us.
I didn't want any trouble with Anna. All right? She's the one who made me her enemy.
I love you, and that will never change. And I hate her, and that's not going to change either. And that's fine, I can live with that. What I'm having a hard time with is you sticking beside her no matter what she does.
Well, I would do the same for you. Or Cam, or anyone else that I considered my friend.
That's the thing. How is it possible that Ava and I are in the same friendship category? We've been best friends since middle school. We've been through everything together, big things, small things. We've laughed so hard, we've cried so hard we had to hold each other up. How does Ava compare to any of that?
It's just different.
I know that you and Ava bonded over what Ryan and Esme did to you both, and I don't begrudge you any of that.
Okay, good. Because I'm not begrudging you hating her. And look, I'm not stupid. I know that she's done horrible things.
She's still doing horrible things. Ava never changes. She never even tries.
You don't know that.
What I know is that Christina just fell from a window out of Ava's suite. And yes, I know that it's possible that whatever went down in that hotel room is much more complicated than either one of us will ever know. But it wouldn't have happened if Ava hadn't provoked Christina first.
How do you know? Because you weren't there.
Okay, let me ask you this. How many people does Ava have to hurt? How bad does she have to get before you question if she is worthy of your friendship?
As if there aren't plenty of people in your life that you don't constantly look the other way for. Please, give me a break.
I just wanted to let you know that Ava was at the station again today, and she has officially amended her statement about what happened with Christina.
Really?
She now claims that Christina attacked her and threatened to kill her.
That's a lie. This is all Jagger.
Yeah, I think so too. And he happened to be at the station also, and I feel like he coerced her statement, but I can't prove it. I don't have any proof.
The proof is right in front of you. He couldn't be a man and come at me. He has to go through my daughter.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable assumption. I'm sure Diane will use that angle moving forward.
Forget Diane. This is on you.
My department arrested Ava, and I'm working with the DA to prosecute her.
None of this would have happened if you had handled your boy Valentine. It started with him messing with my medication. He was right under your nose, dealing with pikemen, targeted me. Hell, he might have even been doing it from your bed.
You know, your life and your choices are directly responsible for everything that is happening to you right now, and you set it all in motion when you put Karen Wexler on that stage at the Paradise Lounge.
Karen?
Oh, don't pretend like you don't know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I need to go now.
I'm going. Jason, I would like you to accompany me to the station.
For?
I just didn't come here out of courtesy to your boss to apprise
Anna,
him
it's
about
time.
Ava's statement.
You can go now.
Finish.
Well, I'll finish.
I have questions for you
About what?
about Scott Waldman's disappearance. Always a pleasure.
What?
Did you mention it to Christina?
it was our decision to make. What are you guys talking about? Hi. Hi.
You look nice. Both do. Are you hungry, honey? You should probably eat something because you probably won't get a chance to for a while. What's going on with those wrists?
Oh, it's just chafed from the handcuffs.
You know, it's just another thing to add to the complaint. I mean, look at this. This is awful. All right, honey, I'm gonna go get something for that.
No, it's okay. You're here early. Where's TJ?
Oh, he's at home with the family.
Oh. Are you guys fighting?
No, I just wanted a moment alone with you before the funeral.
Okay.
TJ and I named the baby.
Without me?
TJ has something he wants to tell us. Molly and I have done a lot of talking in the past 9 months about baby names. And you can imagine we have a lot of lists.
So many lists.
We came up with a lot, and some of the names were really good, too. They were. But they weren't right.
Picking a baby name is not easy, as you think.
I know that now. I mean, this name, it needed to be perfect. This baby was the first of a new generation. We were so afraid of picking the wrong name that we kind of got stuck. And then it got harder when we lost her before we could meet her.
Things like that come at their own time.
Yeah, your mother is right. You just have to be kind to yourself and to each other. Be patient.
Granddad, we couldn't afford to be patient. We couldn't bury our daughter without a name. And then on Stella at the hospital yesterday, you said something that just made it clear.
I say a lot of things, sweetheart. You don't have to be more specific.
You were talking about your sister. And you talked about her strength, her composure, her light. And you gave Molly the idea. And when she brought it to me this morning, I knew it was right. I felt it in my heart. I knew it was right then. That this name, it's been staring at us in the face all along. Every time I look in your eyes, Stella, every time I look in yours, Marshall, Curtis, it's right there. Our baby is Irene. Irene Marie.
No idea.
When was the last time you saw him?
Here, I think. Actually, yeah, after Ava got arrested. We didn't talk much, though.
Kate seems to believe that you've seen him more recently.
Kate seems to think a lot of things.
Where were you last night?
I have nothing to say without my attorney.
Back to that, are we? Very well. I received a credible report of a missing person, one who happens to be aligned with two of Sonny's adversaries.
I'll consider the source.
Cates isn't above using Christina for his evidence. I can see him using Scott just as easily. However, Scott does appear to be missing. And you are a person of interest, and it's my duty to follow up.
You don't buy John's claim about me and Scott, and you didn't bring me down here to talk about that.
You and I have an understanding about Valentine.
No. You had a request about Valentine, and it wasn't your first, and I did my best to honor that. I didn't even tell Sonny that you let Valentine go. That stays between us.
And the rest.
Sonny has the right to know. If he hadn't been off the meds, the situation with Ava and Christina never would have happened.
So what next? Sonny hunts down Valentine, and God help anyone who comes in his way? What about the man standing at his side? You know, ever since you came back, you've been straddling two worlds. Sonny's and mine. And it can't continue. You have to choose.
Irene, it's lovely. We'll cherish it, just like we cherish you and Molly.
You got it right, nephew. You got it exactly right. I should have discussed it with you first. If it doesn't feel good for you, or if you want to talk about it,
Don't you dare. Don't you dare change it.
and your grandmother would be honored. Oh, you know what? I better go check on those bagels. I bet the delivery guys are circling the block right now.
You named the baby without me?
Yes, it was time. We had to put a name on the birth certificate. It needed to be done before the service, before we bury her.
I should have been a part of that. You should have talked to me.
We're her parents.
I gave birth to her.
It's done. We named her Irene Marie, her TJ's grandmother.
That's a beautiful name.
It's not what I would have named her.
You know what? Stop. Both of you, please stop. Do not fight. Do not turn on each other because it's going to cost you so much more. I take it I've arrived at an inopportune time.
I was just doing some work before we had to go.
We're burying TJ and Molly's baby today.
Go, Trina. I'll take care of everything here.
It's okay. I'll get a ride share.
Okay, I'll meet you there then. Just so you know, if it'd been me, not Christina, in that hotel suite, I wouldn't have been the one who went through the window.
I'm so sorry about that.
Don't do that. Don't ever apologize for somebody else, not Jocelyn. Certainly not me. Now I take it she's giving you an ultimatum? Either her or me?
Not yet. Is it true that the FBI arrested Christina for trying to kill you?
Yes.
When I came to see you at your jail cell, you never said anything about Christina trying to kill you. Both stories can't be true. Which one is it? Did you lie to the police or did you lie to me?
I'm not supposed to talk about my case.
Which case? The one where you're the victim or the one where you're the perp? I just stood here and listened to Josh say that you're not worthy of my friendship. Say something. Anything. Just give me a reason to say that it's a lie.
I don't know what you want me to say here.
The truth.
I don't want to involve you in this, Trina. It is much too dangerous.
I fought Esme for my life, and I saw the man that I love die right in front of me. I know what danger is. I'm not a child, and it's not your responsibility to protect me.
I can see what our friendship is doing to you. How it's hurting you.
How can we be friends if you can't even be straight with me?
Okay, Trina, the truth is, I'm in trouble. The FBI is making me do and say things I would rather not. And the only way for me to stay alive is to do what I'm told.
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm here for Christina. Let's go.
And where do you think you're taking her?
To the station.
No, not today.
What now? You can't possibly be arresting her again.
Not now, anyway. But I do have some questions.
Really, what kind of questions?
Like what brought you to Ava's hotel room in the first place, that kind of thing?
Yeah, well, that kind of thing can wait. We're burying the baby today.
You mean the baby who died because Christina tried to murder my witness?
What?
Now, come on, let's go. The sooner we start, the sooner we can finish. Look, the longer you stand there like a deer caught in the headlights, the less time you'll have at the service. Burial.
Nobody is going anywhere except you.
I am not leaving here without Christina, and if you three want to put up a fight, then I will take you all with me, and your family can bury their dead without any of you.
I put myself together right this second. I did not want you or anyone else to see me like this.
Like what?
Like a mess, a weak, pitiful mess.
I don't see that. Honestly, I'm glad that I could be here. Can you imagine what Mama would have said if I let you stay out here by yourself in tears? I do believe Mama would have come down from heaven and she would have checked me right where I stand. I mean, she would have read me the riot act.
You know, that's a talking to. I'd pull up a chair and pop some corn. This is all
so much to TJ and Molly and Bear.
Well, it's a good thing they have us. Carry on.
You know what? And we will. But I'm gonna need you to keep an eye on me. If I start getting a little shaky, I need you to shoot me out of the room right away, okay? I can't let them see me breaking down.
I will shoot you quickly, but you have to promise to do the same for me.
You have a second chance here. You have to see that. You don't need to go back to Sunny. Deep down, I don't think you want to.
You don't know what I want.
Just doing honest work at the coffee warehouse. I see you with Carly and your boys. I see a life for you apart from Sunny.
Well, you see what you want to see.
No, you have a better life right at your fingertips. The way that it might have been all these years if Sunny hadn't got hooks into you when you were young and you didn't know better.
You, better than anyone, know that it isn't that clear cut.
Is it not clear that taking orders from Sunny is wrong? I mean, you have to have figured that out by now. I mean, it's one thing to be young and damaged and alone, but you can't hide behind naivete and a misplaced loyalty anymore. You've long since learned better.
When did you learn better? Was it after you were a double agent? Or maybe it was after Phase On? Or did it finally happen after Valentine? You stand there and demand better from me? When you have compromised again and again, and you're compromising right now?
Who's hungry?
Baby, I am so proud of you. I love you so much, so very much. And so do our Irenes. Molly, can you do me a favor and check my briefcase? The terms of Christina's release are in there. Your limited contact is clearly spelled out. You can't just show up here out of the blue. You need to schedule an appointment in advance, and we all have to agree on it mutually.
That's not my understanding.
Read it again. It's really interesting to me how little you understand for an FBI agent. Take a walk before I call the judge, your supervisor at the DOJ, who will have your ass in a sling before you have your second cup of coffee. Honestly, if you would spend a little less time harassing my daughter and a lot more time presenting a shred of a case.
I did. Ava made a sworn statement affirming her version of the events, and that is all the case I need to pursue Christina. And I will.
Get out. So I've answered all your questions. I've told you everything you wanted to know. We are never going to talk about this again.
Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome. Go to the funeral. Maybe you should come back for a bit.
Do you really think it's that easy to get rid of me?
I can't bear the thought of anything happening to you. I just can't.
It's too late. It already happened to me. For better and for worse. And there's nothing that's going to break our bond. Look, I know who you are. That's never been a secret. But I know that you're capable of good because I've seen it. And everyone else will see it. If you stop John Cates from hurting Christina.
I'm going to make this right. Somehow.
The somehow starts by telling the truth.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, time is running out.
Is Agent Cates gonna come take me while I'm at the funeral?
No, he is not. And if he tries, he's going to run into the stark reality that is me. Nothing is more important for me than to protect you.
If you force me to tell the truth about my father, you can be damn sure I'm gonna tell the truth about you too, Ava. Don't try and touch me!
going somewhere?
You here to kill me?
That's true. I am compromised. But you don't have to be. You have an opportunity to get out.
I appreciate that. So are we... Yeah, are we done?
John Cates and I have one thing in common. We both swore an oath to protect and serve. Now, John's methods will never be mine, ever. But I am going to take Sonny down. I only hope that you're not standing next to him when I do.
After what you did to my daughter? After what you did to her daughter? Letting Jagger Cates come after, helping him use Christina to get to me? You deserve to die. And my face should be the last thing that you see. But I'm not here to take your life. I'm here to save your life.
Christina?
I don't know what's gonna happen, Joss. But I do know that Ava's been in this type of trouble before and come out of it pretty much okay.
Ava's accused of causing a baby's death, but hey, no one's surprised because it's Ava, right? So what if she pushed a pregnant woman through a window and her baby died?
You're acting like if she's already been tried and convicted, we're not sure if she's guilty. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, so you're buying the story that Ava's selling? That Christina's the one who came after her?
I believe that Ava deserves her day in court. The same as anybody else. That's all. But obviously you don't agree, so what, should we just ignore the court process since you already made up your mind about what happened?
I'm not saying that. In fact, I'm not saying anything.
Joss, you are biting your tongue so hard that you're about to make it bleed because you don't want to say anything that could possibly offend me. But we're best friends, and I don't want you to censor yourself around me.
I despise Ava. You know that.
So you don't like Ava, okay. Lots of people don't. But what's the problem behind the problem?
You.
It is the intention of the undersigned, Christina Corinthos Davis, as biological mother, to maintain sole custody of the child she's carrying and raise the baby with visitation rights extended to the biological father, TJ Ashford, and his legal partner, Molly Lansing Davis. That's pretty clear.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's worthless now.
But it's not meaningless to TJ and Molly.
What do you mean?
You do understand that they are hurting. Just as much as you are, right? So that affidavit would only compound that hurt unnecessarily.
Yes, I know that they're hurting too.
Good. Because the last thing anyone needs in this family is any more hurt. We need to be kind to each other.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Good. Then forget about that. Molly and TJ never need to know what you intended to do.
Not so great. You're not alone. We're here for you both. And we'll get through this together.
Oh, we come too early.
I figured you would. Early.
Early is on time.
On time.
We were also hoping to get a little quieter together before we have to head out.
You know, sometimes it does help to take a little time to get yourself ready for all the well-wishers you're gonna see. It can be a lot.
Is there anything we can do for the two of you?
You're here? That says everything.
We are always here.
And between us, we have enough love and
Chiên, bấm nhiệt độ xuống 100 thôi. biết. Đi xem phim hôm qua rồi, nhậu được mấy lon. Muốn nhậu ở đâu? Nói gì? Ăn kiếm. Ok luôn. Rượu cũng được mà. Con gái nhắn tin mà rủ đi đi nhậu. Chết tôi rồi, chết tôi rồi. Rồi gì? Rồi, bây giờ báo thức kêu rồi. Thì mình sẽ phải vô trong này coi thử. Báo thức là để làm việc đó mọi người. Xuống nha. Xuống nè, cao quá nè. Đó. Ok chưa? Ok rồi. Mình phải coi thử mình có cái kênh nào là sao. Ủa? Nãy nói nhậu thì em đi. Sao đâu? Nhậu ít thì vui mà.